In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 7 Google Ads secrets that you can use to optimize your account and double your sales rather easily. Now, to start off, our number one secret that we're going to be going over is not all conversions are made the same. Conversions can mean a whole bunch of different things. They could be email leads, chatbot leads, phone calls, directions. There's just so many different conversions you can set up inside Google Ads. You could even do email form signups, so like they're actually going to an email list. There's a lot of things you can do inside Google Ads. And what a lot of people get confused with is they don't really know what conversion to go with, so they just pick all of them. And generally, the spray and pray method of just targeting everything in Google Ads doesn't work all that well because some things are a lot more profitable than other things, and some things are winners and some things are losers. And if you just target everything, you may get an all right result, but you're probably not going to be getting a great result, which is what you want out of Google Ads. So what I would recommend doing is going over the actual leads you're getting and figuring out which one is most valuable to you. And this could be, email forms. This could be phone call leads. For us in service-based businesses, we highly value phone call leads. And that's because the person is on the other end of the line ready to talk to you. You don't got to email them back and forth to schedule a meeting. It's all done. They're on the line, ready to talk to you, hear what you have to offer, and then see if they want it or not. It's a pretty simple sales process. And honestly, the simpler the sales process, the less money you got to put into actually having salespeople. It's generally one of the best bets for most service-based businesses. If you're in e-commerce, this could be, email list signups, because maybe you can get those really cheap and then you could come back and target them later through an automated email process, and that might work for you. But you really have to dig into the nitty-gritty and figure out what every lead is worth to you and try to assign a price to it. If you can do that, you can easily double or triple sales almost overnight because you're just going to be targeting those that are way more profitable than the other ones. So that's our first secret. Please go after the conversions that are going to bring you in the most money. Secret number 2 is to focus on the actual earnings and your cost per conversion, not the CPC. What a lot of people do inside Google Ads is they look at every single metric, and a lot of people get caught up on cost per click. And they don't really look at conversion rate. They don't look at cost per conversion. And you could be having a great cost per conversion. Say you want to pay $40 a conversion and you're getting it for $38, but your cost per click is like $20 or something really high. And people get freaked out. They're like, oh, I don't want to pay $20 per click. But it's like out of every 2 clicks, you're getting a conversion. So you're getting conversions for like $40 or even a little less, depending on what your cost per click is. And people go, well, that's still really high per cost per click. You really should only be focusing on what your cost per acquisition is. Sure, cost per click could be looked at into keywords that aren't performing well. If your cost per acquisition could be really high, and maybe that's due to cost per click. However, if you're getting leads for, let's say, $40 and you want $40 and your cost per click is, $38, you're still getting every single lead for $40. That's good. Like, be happy with that. A lot of people turn those off and then they're stuck and they're like, well, I'm not actually getting all that many results. And it's like, well, why did you turn these keywords off? Well, they were a high cost per click. I just only want to bid on keywords that have, $1 or $2 cost per click. That's not something you should be looking at. You should be looking at the actual cost per acquisition. This is super important. A lot of people get rid of these keywords just because they're scared of the actual cost per click. Google is very, very good at figuring out which keywords actually convert. And generally, if it can figure out that, hey, this cost per click is really high, but it converts like 1 out of 2 times, and this is still below your target CPA, it'll keep running it. And that's good for you. You're getting your target CPA or less, and you should continue running that, and it's going to produce very good results for you. So that's the second secret. Please don't focus too much on, all of these details. Yes, cost per click can be important, but a lot of people get scared of cost per click when it's really high. Make sure to look at cost per acquisition and not kill out too many of these keywords that are actually driving leads to you, especially if they're valuable leads. Secret number 3, and this is a big one. A lot of people will use short tail keywords. And what a short tail keyword is essentially a keyword that is very short. So let's say we're in the HVAC industry. It could just be HVAC. This could mean a lot of things. This could mean people looking for HVAC companies that are hiring, HVAC tips and tricks, HVAC DIY. There's so many things HVAC could mean, and you don't really normally want to go after them. Could you A/B test with this? Absolutely you can. But normally you want to go after higher buying intent keywords. These tend to be long tail keywords, which means they have a few words in them. So it could be HVAC services near me. This shows buying intent, whereas HVAC in general doesn't show all that much buying intent. Same as if you were in pool installation, pools shows a lot less buying intent than pool installation company near me. Long tail keywords generally provide higher buying intent and will provide you with better results and higher lead quality. Now, one thing I would like to mention is our optimization checklist. And I know you want to optimize your account right now. We have an entire checklist that walks you through weekly, monthly, and every 3 months on what you should be optimizing inside your Google Ads account. It's absolutely fantastic. The link for that is down below. It also comes with like a 50-minute video explaining everything and how to do everything. It's absolutely awesome if you're trying to run a Google Ads account successfully, and I highly recommend getting it. Again, the link for that is down below. It's completely free, and I really recommend you check it out. Secret number 4 is single keyword ad groups. I'm not a real big fan of single keyword ad groups. I think this divides your account into so many little bits. And if you have like 300 different ad groups, optimizing this is going to be a real pain because you have to go through every single ad group individually, and that's not going to be fun. So what I like doing is theming ad groups. So if you have a ad group that is themed for fiberglass pools, that could include keywords like fiberglass pool installation, fiberglass pool installation services near me, fiberglass pool installers near me. Very, very closely related, but if the ad were to pop up, that person would still find that information in the ad relevant. And that's what we're aiming for. We want our ad to be relevant. We don't need 300 ad groups normally. I'm sure there are some circumstances where you do need them. However, most campaigns for service-based businesses don't need 300 ad groups. You just need to theme your ad groups correctly. This will, one, allow you to optimize a lot quicker, figure out what keywords are working, which ones aren't, be able to actually optimize all this stuff on the back end, time of day, weekdays, all this stuff that if you have so many different ad groups, it's going to be a real pain in the butt to do it. Please make sure to not overcomplicate your actual Google Ads account. It will waste a whole bunch of time and you're going to not see as great of results just because you're not going to be able to optimize them quickly, especially if you don't have a massive budget. Secret number 5, and this is to make them a good offer. And what I see a lot of people do is in their ads and landing pages, they will simply put HVAC company or pool company or fencing company or something like that that's very vague. It doesn't give them a call to action on what they should do. And it's very, very unappealing. Like no one wants to just click on an ad that says pool company. They want someone to recognize their problem, say like, hey, are you looking for pool installation? And it's like, yeah. It's like, if you click on this button, we can schedule a free pool assessment, HVAC assessment, whatever you want, all in the next 30 minutes, and all of our products are lifetime guaranteed. That sounds like a good offer. Now, I know I just made that up out of thin air, but you have to give them reasons to buy. So many people just put pool company. You can't do that, especially on your landing page. Give them reasons to buy. Have social proof. Have your like hundreds testimonials. Have, lifetime guarantee. We are award winning. We work 24/7. We have all this stuff that will make you want to buy our service and why our service is better than the competition. And if you want to get our service, just click this button down below. We will put you on the line with a live person or a live expert in our industry, and you can talk to them right away and get your problem solved. That is way more appealing than someone who is just saying pools or HVAC or fencing. It's just too vague. There's no offer. So please, on landing pages and ads, make a good offer. Ads, you can't do as much, but please make sure you have a call to action in it. Please say, get a quote now, get a free assessment. Tell them what's going to happen next, as opposed to just leaving it off with pools or something like that, or bragging about yourself, which is even worse. So that's super important inside Google Ads. And if you can make them a very good offer, your conversion rate is going to skyrocket and you're going to very easily double or triple your sales inside Google Ads. All right, secret number 6, and that is looking at buyer intent. And what a lot of people do is they don't mix and match the ad copy, keywords, and landing pages all that well. And what that's called is message match. And you want to have a consistent message match inside of your account. And the reason for that is you want a high quality score, you want a high landing page experience, you want a high ad rank. All this stuff goes into lowering your cost per click so you can get more leads. If you have a super low quality score, like a 1 or a 2, your ads aren't even going to show. We want to aim for a 9 or a 10. And what happens is Google says, hey, I really like these ads. People find them very relevant. They're clicking on them and doing whatever the person asks of them. So calling them or emailing them. And we're going to give them a discount so they can continue advertising so people on Google can have a better experience. And that's how Google's AI works. What is going to be the best experience for our end user? And if you can make an ad that has a high quality score, high landing page experience, high ad rank, high click-through rate, all these things are going to be able to bring your cost per click down, and you're going to have a lot more account success. And this will substantially reduce your cost per lead inside Google Ads if you're able to do that well. Now, the last secret for Google Ads is keep your landing pages simple, or your websites very simple. Don't have 32 different calls to action. I see this all the time. I actually was in an account the other day and we did an audit for them. They had, it was like 18 different conversions actions. And that is just far too many. When I was actually looking through all of these conversion actions, they got directions, they got email leads, they actually had multiple email leads. They had email form sign up, they had text message, they had calls, they had all these conversion actions. And can they work well? Absolutely. But the issue is you're spreading your money so thin, you really need to focus on what is going to bring in the most value. And like I said at the beginning in the secret number one of not all conversions are the same, you need to figure out what conversion action is best for you. And that really comes into play when you're designing a landing page. You don't want a landing page that has 37 different options. Your conversion rate is going to tank because people that are using your website or landing page, they're like, oh my God, I got 8 different phone numbers to call. And I've seen that time and time again where they got 3 or 4 different emergency numbers. And it's like, well, which one do I call? Like they're all emergency. And then you have your normal one. Then you have your fax number. And then you have your email address. And then you have another email address. And then you have a lead generation box. And it's like, which one do you want me to pick? And that creates a whole bunch of cognitive load, which causes them to get upset or stressed out and leave your website because they just don't know what to do. You want to give them 1 or 2 options at the most. Keep it very simple. And that goes especially with the design layout. Please don't use 37 different colors, neon, purple, pink, stuff that's hard on the eyes, especially if you're looking at a website late at night. You don't want to kill your eyes. So keep it simple, keep it easy to read. These are very important things when it comes to landing pages and making sure you get very good results inside Google Ads. Now, I hope you like these 7 secrets. If you like one more than the other, leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear which one you are actually going to implement. But I do have one big favor to ask you. It's an incredibly large favor, and I don't know if you're going to be able to do it, and that is to hit the like button. I put so much time into these videos now, and I really do enjoy making them more high quality, as high quality as I can make them, because I'm not the greatest editor, but hey, we do what we do. And by you liking this video, we're going to be able to grow our channel. I'm going to be able to make a whole bunch more videos for you guys, and hopefully we can just do this more often because I really like doing these videos. I think it's a lot of fun. I like to spread all of my information, help people out. I really enjoy doing it. So if you could hit that thumbs up button, really would be appreciated. If you didn't like the video, you're free to hit the dislike button too. It's up to you. But other than that, you guys have a wonderful day and take care. I wish you all well.